Yo, what's going on? It's a lot, man. This world crazy, man. Like, it's definitely crazy, man. This the real rap show. You know what I mean? This your first time tuning in, or you a recurring visitor? Let me know you here. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You know all the good fancy stuff, man. But let's get into this. So today, this may come out a little later, but today, you had the dude young Dolph shot and killed in Memphis. You know what I mean? His hometown where he from. You know what I mean? Um, Once again, another dude who was successful, a dude who was feeding people and taking care of what he needed to take care of. You know what I mean? Shot and killed in his hometown. Don't know where it came from. I ain't here to make no accusations, man. I ain't even cut like that, dog. Like y'all can keep those Jones. I ain't nothing about that life. We definitely don't make accusations over here. You feel me? And if uh, I ain't send the police in nobody direction ever. You understand? I let all them other dudes do stuff like that, man. I ain't about to do nothing like that. But I know I get asked often, yo, last time you been home, man? Why you don't go home like that? And I used to. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I used to. Every chance I got, man. Cause once upon a time I was like 4 hours away. So every chance I got, I was in the city, man. Every chance I got. But then when I got a chance. I had a chance to correct that. Cause I was a little. I was. He was 36 when he got killed today, right? I was about 36, 37 maybe when I slowed that. Well, I've been had slowed it down, but the itch had gone to be home so much, man. Cause I was too much in the mix a little bit. I was only going home for dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I was only going home when there was an issue that I had to pay some attention to. You know what I mean? And real ones used to call me, like cuss me out, full blown cuss out type time, which was love though, cause you know what I mean, when people that know you and know you well, right? They know everything you don't made it through. They don't know. They know how situations could have really turned out. You know what I'm saying? How you could have really turned out, and the fact that you was blessed to be able to speak from this perspective. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people it's rare that somebody has a chance to speak about life, about those parts of life that the average human being doesn't know about. You know what I'm saying? They see it on TV or they may hear it in the music or they may hear a story retold, you know what I'm saying? But firsthand experiences, they don't really know about that side of life. You know what I'm saying? So being able to speak about that side of life from this vantage point is rare. You know what I mean? And so people who love me, man, people that's close to me, used to get on me about that and tell me like, yo, you really need to stop taking it for granted. You know what I mean? Now I ain't never been no millionaire, nothing like that. You know what I mean? But still coming from that environment, man, I'm considered a millionaire in life. You understand? Like so that's gonna go over some of y'all heads. I already know it. You know what I mean? Real currency is in here. Some of y'all ain't gonna catch that either. I know it already. But you come here for the education. You know what I mean? So for a dude to be successful, for a dude to be taking care of his whole family, for a dude to be giving back to the community, for a dude to see parts of life, experience parts of life that is an imagination for a lot of people. You know what I mean? To be cut down like that, you know what I mean? It's like it's surreal, and it makes you really think. Like I remember once upon a time, I wasn't personally in so much, but people close to me wasn't so much that I was in it too. You know what I mean? To where I really had thoughts, man. This is real. This is a real rap. This is a real rap channel, man. This ain't no exaggeration. This ain't none of that here. And then it was confirmed by people close to me that they felt the same way about me. You know what I'm saying? I remember really having thoughts of, it's like, damn, I really could just go home on some GP type time, park the car, walk around the corner to get a cheesesteak, walk around the corner to get a bag of chips, and get my head blown off because of what somebody else is into. Not because of necessarily what I'm into, because what somebody else is into and how close that person or people may be to me. And they look like, yo, we got to get this dude. We got to do something to this dude because we know that, you know what I mean, if something happens, it's going to be a problem. So we got to get this problem out the way. You know what I mean? And people close to me, people that really love me, man, told me the same thing. Like on real type time though. Like, yo, my biggest fear for you was that you get caught up. Somebody try to do something to you based off of what somebody else is going through. You know what I mean? Because you're viewed how you're viewed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn. So them thoughts that I had was actually real. Like I wasn't just like no arrogance, no nothing. Just looking at how things actually go. Like it's one thing how people think it go. It's another thing how things actually go. You know what I mean? Because people that really know, I ain't talking about people who think they know. I'm talking about people that really know that when it come to it, and if it's really what it is, it ain't no side choosing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on that side over there is a target, and I gotta eliminate as many of them as possible. Cause ain't nobody living like this. And y'all know what that is? That's looking over the shoulder type time. You already lived to that to a degree anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when the temperature's up, it's a whole nother level that the average human being can't even fathom. You know what I mean? Like, and I had those same thoughts. Like now, from what I understand, from what the information I have, was that his situation was a little deeper than that. Granted, for a while is whatever issues he had. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not no police. I ain't about to solve nobody's job for him, man. Like, but if you know, you know. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things where over the years, even myself, I had to look and say, I'm a man. I'm not running from nothing. I ain't ducking nothing. I'm not running head on into nothing. Well, I have, but like I said, those situations wasn't necessarily about me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't live my life in a manner where trouble should come to me. Now, if trouble come to me, that means you went out of your way. So my response is going to be according because you went out of your way. You understand what I'm saying? I try to surround myself with good people, man. I only try to talk to good people. If your energy is off, I don't even really mess with you, man. Go that way. You know what I mean? But it's one of them things, man, where reputation is deadly, right? what you carry and who you bring with you is deadly. The more money you have just increases the the issue. And the reason why I say that, if you can't figure out what I'm saying, is because if you really holding some nice paper, you can fund a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way around it. That's that's that many more shooters you have. That's that many more guns you can put on the streets. That's that more power and influence you have, right? So when you look at a dude who I don't know how much money he had. I ain't pocket watching or nothing like that, but he alright. Pretty sure of that. He was alright. You know what I mean? And that means that, one, he's a high profile person. His face is recognizable. People know who he is, right? So somebody can send somebody at you that you don't even know. You know what I mean? You never seen this dude before. You don't even know this dude, but he know you because of your level of accessibility, visual wise, right? That's why I never believed in being popular. I was never the dude in the party like, look at me. I was never dude at the bar, look at me. Whatever I ever did, I did and got out, man. Like, I did and I'm out of there. Only thing popularity brings is your face is that much more recognizable. Before, when somebody had to try to describe you, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had to say, oh, yo, you know so-and-so, yo, he used to be with someone's like people really had to go in depth to figure out who, if you was moving right anyway. Yo, who is my man you talking about? I got a scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never been big in the pictures. I never been big into being popular. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever, I would have never done no videos and put them on no kind of internet. Man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot that comes with that. And you lose that anonymity. Like, you lose that. And that's a major weapon. You lose that, though. When your face is on screens, when your face is in, you could Google you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose that. So somebody literally can send somebody at you, and you don't have the slightest idea that they for you, because you don't know, dude. You don't pose him as no threat, because he don't look familiar. You know what I mean? And it's messed up, man, when you really look at it in total weight. Where you already at an unfair advantage, you already behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? You go home to buy some cookies at the, I guess it's a popular cookie spot, whatever. Your car recognizable. Oh yeah, that's my man car. He gotta be over there. You know what I'm saying? And somebody just sitting on you. Ain't nothing worse than somebody just sitting on you. If you ain't had nobody sit on you, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Ain't no pause on that or nothing. Because there's nothing funny about that. Yeah, my energy probably changed a little bit. Pardon me. Like, I ain't trying to bring that kind of vibes. But a lot of people be talking about stuff that they don't really understand. Like, they never been under that situation. They never had to look out the window before they got to the door, looking out the window, trying to see somebody ducking behind a car or somebody laying on the sidewalk. Like, you can't understand that, man. It's totally different. It's something totally different. I'm talking about before you get to the front door. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, man. Like, it happens every day. I'm not gonna act like this is a special, unique situation, because it happens every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things where I always say this. I always say that the people that make it out the hood, the part of the problem is that they don't go back. They don't give back. And I ain't talking about money. I'm not talking about donations. I'm talking about the game. Giving them the game on how to prosper, how to do something different. You know what I'm saying? But every time you go back, everybody not happy for you. I act like everybody not happy, man. You got some dudes, they got real life hate in their heart because you did something alright with your life, man. And you got dudes that just can't wait to say they did something to you. You know what I'm saying? Trivial. It's super trivial. Like I said, the average person won't never understand that. Those environments are so messed up, man, that you don't become a target. You don't become a foe. You don't get the hate until you do something good with your life, man. Think about that. Let's really take the time and think about that. Long as I was down here breaking down Chinese platters with you, chicken fried rice platters with you, you love me to death. I'm the realest dude on earth. You would take a bullet from me. You would do 100 years for me. You'll do all this love stuff. But the moment I do alright, and I pave a way to make it easier for whoever coming behind me, I'm no longer a good dude. Really comprehend and think about that. The moment you deem me as not a peer, I'm no longer a peer. Now I'm an adversary. Or the moment you can't eat off of me. You know what I mean? I'm no longer a peer of yours. I'm an adversary. So I had to realize, like, when you go back to these environments, man, like if you really who you is, your mind automatically going to click back to something else that ain't really positive, right? It's not really good, right? And if you trying to grow, you trying to take whatever you've been blessed with to new heights that you probably didn't even think was possible, right? But the only way for me to achieve these things is for me to cut off this. Because I know when I go back to these places, right? They don't care about the next 5 minutes, man. In order to make it out, for me to physically go back to wherever I was at, I got to get on that same kind of time, right? But when you do the mathematics, let's say you do got to get on that kind of time. It don't work out for you. You get shot or you get locked up. Your life, when you make it to that point, for somebody else's life that hasn't made it to that point, like they chasing their next high, they chasing their next fiend, they chasing their next hustle, whatever it may be, right? That's not a fair exchange, man. So everything you just did was for naught. Cause you had to trade places with a sucker. But you ain't do it from an ignorant standpoint. You did it from a survival standpoint, right? You had to take time out of your situation, however you was moving, to trade places with a sucker. Because it's always the suckers. It ain't never the real ones. It's always the suckers, man. Think about that. Think about that. Look in your life, analyze it, and realize when you had to go through some drama, I ain't talking about something happened that really caused some real drama. I'm not talking about those. Those are outliers. I'm talking about the trivial stuff. The stuff that you like, man, how did I even get into space, right? 9 times out of 10, that was a sucker. Real rap, man. That was a sucker. And you had to take all these kind of chances for life perseverance, right? Man, that's crazy to me, man. I would never understand that part of it. But they always say what you don't understand, it ain't meant for you to understand, because that means that you gotta stoop down to some level beneath you to understand that. right? But I'm gonna say, like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of that situation. I'm not gonna do no speculation. Um, I ain't name dropping. I ain't doing none of that. I leave that to other people, man. I'm pretty sure other people gonna do that. I seen other videos where people talking about this happened, that happened. Man, I don't care about none of that, man. This ain't the get indicted channel here. You understand? But stay sucker free. If it ain't about nothing, let it go where it go. You know what I'm saying? Never trade places with a sucker. Um, Focus on what's most important, man. That's the best advice I have. Because there's nothing like a dude who ain't got nothing to live for. He ain't never gonna be nothing. Ain't never been about nothing. His highlight reel is doing something to you. That's the highlight of his life. Oh yeah, you know him? Yeah, he was popular. I got him out of here. That's all they can. That's all they can lay their hat on. You understand? Don't never be that Vic that get caught up in that, man. A victim. I mean, try to talk on nobody's head. Try to talk super slick or nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? But stay up, man. Stay sucker free. Like I said, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. I try to get nothing but realness, man. I don't try to give all the political correct stuff. I'm not on that, man. Like, that ain't why I do it, man. I say what I feel. Take it how you want. You know what I'm saying? But I get back at you, man. I get back at y'all, man. Stay sucker free. Let me know y'all here. Let me know. I mean, whatever your opinion may be. If it could be different, it's different. Like I ain't one of them dudes, man. I can only speak on my own experiences and look at it through how I'm conditioned and how I understand things. And I ain't always right, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how I feel, especially about this. You know what I mean? But I holler, man. Stay up.